human rights. This issue has plagued not only our country but other countries, no. The the protection, ano bang human rights ang pinoprotektahan natin? The human rights of criminals or the human rights of victims? No, although both have rights, but for us it's common sense, it's not equal. No, itong si Elon Musk and the president of El Salvador described this issue clearly. So pakinggan natin tong si Elon. Anong sinabi niya?
See is what I call shallow empathy. Like people have empathy for the criminals, but not empathy for the victims of the criminals.
Yes.
And so if you simply have, and I believe one should have deep empathy to say, like, what is the greater good for society? Is it better to incarcerate violent criminals and prevent them from hurting people, or to let them loose and allow those people to be hurt? And I think the latter is much worse. What I see is what I call shallow empathy.
See, that's one. And there's another video from the president of El Salvador who has transformed El Salvador from a very violent and criminally uh problematic country into a peaceful country.
What about the human right of a woman not to be raped? I mean, what about the human right of kids to, to play or to be free or to, go to the park? And what about the human right to live or the human right to walk in the street, right? But no, they were worried about the human rights of the killers.
Siguro, no, this is a matter of it's looking right versus doing what is right. So, yun, parang may over over accommodation for to look right. Like, alam mo yun, yung
Virtue
yung
signaling.
we are accommodating so many due processes kunwari sa mga illegal immigrants sa US. Pero in the first place, they are there illegally. Then what do you expect? Will they be given due process? Kung in the first place, dun pa lang technically dapat wala na sila sa US. So I don't know ano yung logic na in-apply para sabihin they have the right for due process when in the first place they should not have been there in the US.
It's illegal.
I think
So,
it goes back to the victim mentality. No? Kasi when you talk about human rights, it's the person with the best pity story that will garner the most sympathy and who will probably get favor from a justice perspective. And well, in some way or another, yes, you like when you talk about the justice system kasi meron talagang factor, diba, when it comes to like the storyline that you plot out. Usually yun nga parang diba like Dex, like ako, I'm not a lawyer, I just watch crime series, pero normally yung opening statement mo tsaka closing statement malakas kasi you have to paint the story of the defendant and the one who's being accused of the crime. So parang it's very narrative based, it's very storytelling, it's still very feelings based. And I think if in some way or another, yes, talagang you cannot remove the human aspect to human rights. Kasi nga, human rights di ba?
Yeah.
But you also have to be careful, sana, na hindi siya masyadong parang pa-sub-story effect na lang palagi. Na, kawawa naman, immigrants yan, di ba? May isang video, di ba, na kumakalat na, my mom just got deported and I probably might never see her again. And pero illegal alien eh. Kung Pinoy yan, tinawag na yung TNT, tapos pinaalis na yan. Pero bakit kung Mexican, uh, iba yung story? Kasi, yun nga, it's because of the narrative that's painted. Na, well, some way or another. Like, you know, I mean, like, if you wanna be technical about it, then, I mean, it's no question. I mean, of course, wag naman sana heartless na tanggalin lang. I mean, dapat it has to be done in a humane manner. Dapat in some way or another, wag sanang violent lagi. But doesn't remove the fact na there was a wrong done also on the part of the
Yeah.
illegal immigrant. And we cannot let's just look at it plainly and see it as that they committed something that a crime.
Illegal.
It is a crime. It's illegal, yeah, it's a crime. And well, sa totoo lang, buti na lang na dineport, 'di ba? In some way, if you wanna be a bit more stern about it, sana in-imprison muna yan tapos i-deport after. Pero yung ginagawa ngayon is just straight deportation.
Yeah, kasi in connection with that, let's keep that thought in mind. It's not only about illegal immigrants. For example, violent criminals, drug lords, drug pushers. No, you cannot just implement those soft stance na makiusap, na parang you should be always humane in arresting them. You know that in reality, these people are very violent. In the United States, the reason why also the police officers are very big, strong, and intimidating kasi lumalaban. Lumalaban ang mga kriminal. Lumalaban ang mga kriminal sa mga pulis. Sinusuntok, nagsasabunot, kung walang armas nakikipagsuntukan ng pulis dyan. Before they can arrest them, unlike here in the Philippines, mas passive pa tayo eh. Pag na-arresto ka, you will comply. Nakita mo ba? You check on videos, and even when I was in the US, iba yung ugali ng mga Patrick, if you have personally, I saw in Starbucks, nagsira ng mga baso, pinagbabasag. Itim ito yung mga baso. Sabi ko, wala pa ako nakitang ganun sa Pilipinas, kaya pala ang lalaki ng mga pulis dito. Kasi they need to be strong to be able to subdue these kinds of people who are troublemakers. And imagine if they are armed. They will fight. They will even kill you if you don't protect yourself.
Yeah, right. And yeah, I mean, kung crime kasi like criminals, no. Yun nga, I mean, like, it's easy to empathize and sympathize from afar. Pero sige nga, try natin sige, invite mo nga sa bahay.
Madali lang mag-virtue signal. Yeah.
'Di ba? Iwan mo sa mga anak mo. Sa kanya, yung mga anak mo, 'di ba?
That's a good test.